What's going on, pumpkin people? Today's the day we're lifting Casper. I'm going to show you how we lift up Casper. We're going to use a rigging system lifted by a mini excavator. And I'm going to also show you, I'm going to pull up the plant a little bit right now. I'm going to show you the root system. This video is going to be just a compilation of what the system of the roots look like, how the plant looks, and we're going to lift up Casper, get her into the truck, and then we're gonna be weighing her this Friday at the Big E in Springfield, Massachusetts. Here we go. All right, we're gonna be harvesting Casper here really shortly. And here's the crown of the plant. Let's just give a little tug. Ooh, soft stump. Yep, lost the stump, it looks like. Yeah, that stump rotted out. This looks okay though. Hey, looks good. You know, tap roots look pretty big. I think we're picking Casper here at a good time. I didn't really notice this before. We lost that stump. I don't see any squash vine borer damage. That could be a problem. Yeah, soft and it gets hard right about here. So, all right, we're getting her out of here at a good time, I think. Let's pull up this end. Look at those tap roots. Look at that tap root, size of my finger. That's why you bury your vines. Look at that. Look at those roots. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here's a tap root broke off. Those tap roots are massive, size of my thumb. Look at that. See, that's why you want to bury your vines. But I think we're picking Casper here at a good time. We'll put the rig on top. We're gonna trim off this main vine. Back here, we'll have the main vine in water for a couple days so it doesn't lose too much weight on us. But stick around, I'm gonna set up the camera, put the rig on top, and I'll show you us lifting her up. Here we go, cutting off Casper, leaving a little bit of the main vine. There she goes. Let's cut it way back here for now. There she goes. She's on her own now. She's officially picked. Let's get her lifted. All right, so I got the patch pretty much cleaned up now. We're gonna use, like I said, like a rigging system that's gonna sit on top of Casper, and these like straps are gonna come down. A rope is gonna go around the bottom, and we're gonna have an excavator pick it up from the top. So first thing I'm gonna do is take this old quilt I have, just put it on top of Casper here, just so when the ring sits on top, there'll be some buffer in between the pumpkin and the ring. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that right now. This blanket's fairly thick, so it's good padding. I just, put a couple layers on it like that, so covers the top of the pumpkin, just like that. So let's get the rig. Okay, this is the rigging system we're going to be using. So like I said, there's some straps. We're going to put this on top of Casper. We'll connect this to the loader, and then at the bottom you're going to see this rope that's going to go around the base of Casper, around the bottom. So basically the pumpkin is just gonna be sitting in a cradle in a sense. So I'm gonna get this rig placed on top of Casper here, and I'm gonna adjust these straps. I'll probably speed up the camera a little bit. It's gonna take me a little while to get these adjusted. But that's the next step here. Let's just get this placed on top of the pumpkin. All right, you want to make sure they're evenly distributed around the straps here. Piece of rope and stick it through these loops that are at the bottom of these straps, so they'll be underneath the pumpkin. So let's go ahead and do that now. You want to take your time doing this. I mean, you've spent a lot of time growing, so you want to make sure this is done right. You don't want your pumpkin slipping out. Okay, I'm just going to speed up this camera here a little bit. Just going to do a quick voiceover. So all I'm really doing here is just snaking that rope around through those little loops of the harness, and I'm just making it nice and tight, getting it up underneath that pumpkin, and then just checking things over, and I'm tightening up those silver buckles there that you see up on top of the ring just to snug it up, and eventually I'll tie the two ends of the rope together into a square knot, and that will be it, and we'll pretty much be ready to lift the giant pumpkin with the excavator. So I just want to just give you a little insight of what I was doing here, and checking things out. It takes a little while, so just gotta take your time. You want it done right. Pumpkin Picker 2000. She can lift about 2,000 pounds. This is what you need when you grow giant pumpkins. Basically what you're going to see me doing here next is just taking a quick peek under the pumpkin, and I'm happy to report that underneath the pumpkin looked really good. And safety rule, do not get under that pumpkin. That pumpkin could fall out of harness at any time. So I am not underneath that pumpkin, and I'm just taking a quick peek under that pumpkin and staying out of its way. Underneath? Looks good. So right here, you're gonna see me just guiding that pumpkin into the back of the pickup truck. Again, just making sure, staying out of that pumpkin's way. You just never know, that thing could drop at any moment. But basically, just trying to guide it into the pickup truck. I'm just gonna try to spin this pumpkin around a little bit just to guide it, and gently place it down. There's a pallet in the back of the truck that I forgot to show you guys. There's the pallet with a blanket for some padding, but I'll let this one play out. Okay, let's just take one last look underneath the pumpkin. You'll see there's a little indent in the bottom of that pumpkin, but nothing to be worried about. I did poke it and it was still solid, so this pumpkin should be good to go. Okay, we got the pumpkin safely loaded in, and I actually took the vines and just put them in some water. I don't know if it really helps, but we'll try it just so it doesn't lose any weight. Looking really good, so looks pretty impressive. Once it's in the truck, looks a little bigger, like a rock. Thanks for tuning in, and next time I'm gonna make a video for this is gonna be when it's up on the scale. We'll do a whole video on the weigh off day. So until then, grow 'em big.